This will be an excellent weekend working project if you have a young child or grandchild. I'll show you how to make an alphabet set from oak, or you could use any wood you have handy, with just a scroll saw. I cut the set in less than an hour and a half, and it shouldn't take much more than that to finish the letters. A young child can play with these as blocks, and as they get older, you can use them to teach the alphabet to the child. There are very few inside cuts, most of which can be done with a drill. This could even be a place to use up some of those pieces from your scrap pile you couldn't bear to throw away. This is going to be a short and simple project. It's a complete alphabet set which will make a great educational toy for a young child. I'm going to cut two sets, one in oak and one in poplar. I'll put a child-safe finish on the oak set, and I'll leave the poplar set unfinished. That way, whoever purchases the set can paint the letters if they wish, or they can leave them unfinished. For the patterns, I'm using the alphabet that I use for the personalized name trains that I make and sell. I made a video on that not long ago, and I'll leave a link to it on the screen and in the description. The name train plans come with patterns for all 26 letters, but if you're not interested in purchasing the train plans, you can use any font available on the internet and enlarge the letters to the size you want for this set. This is an easy project because there are so few inside cuts, and most of them are circles that can be done at the drill press. The D and Q both needed pilot holes because the inside cuts aren't round, but I was able to do the rest with 3/8, 1/2, and 3/4 drill bits. I'm using a number 9 Pegasus modified geometry blade for this project. I base my blade size choice on the hardness and thickness of the wood, plus the complexity of the pattern. My usual choice for a 3/4 inch thick wood is a number 9 blade, and that's the best choice here because the oak is harder than average and the patterns are not complex. Smaller blades are better able to make tight turns, but they also cut more slowly in harder thick wood. I tend to choose the largest blade possible for the task, but your preferences may differ. If you've not done so, you will develop your own rules of thumb over time. The corners on these letters look good if they're slightly rounded, so I made most of them that way, rather than trying to get sharp 90-degree angles. That made the process slightly shorter. I believe it took me about 15 minutes to cut these first 5 letters, which means I can cut all 26 letters in over an hour. I'm fitting this in between larger projects while I'm waiting for the glue or finish to dry. Also, I like to change up activity occasionally during the day. I'll spend some time cutting, doing assembly, and finishing. I usually also spend some time setting up for the next day's projects. Oh yes, I spend some time cleaning up every once in a while. I suppose I should add that to the schedule more often. These letters are so easy to make that I don't have any specific tips or advice. Follow the lines and let the blade do the work. In a short time, you'll have an educational toy that could be in your family for years. I mentioned briefly that I usually work on multiple projects simultaneously. I recently completed an aircraft carrier. I'll leave a link in case you missed it. And now I'm working on 2 large Noah's Arks, one in oak and one in poplar. I had to glue up 2 panels to have boards wide enough to lay out the sides for the ark. This ark has a unique feature, sliding doors for the entrance. You don't want to miss how that feature is built into the ark. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss this project coming soon.